There we are.
Yes, there
Can
you
you
are.
hear me?
I can hear you, Yana. I can see you. How are you,
Okay.
Josh?
Hey,
You doing well?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Everything is good. Um,
Good. Good
got a
to hear.
concert in a few minutes.
Oh, you're heading to a concert?
Yeah, I'm heading to a concert in a bit. So
What are
after
you
the
gonna see?
interview, so one with Molly Baron and another band called Terra. So I I hope it's good. So I have high expectations for that show, anyways.
Cool. Very cool.
And let's talk about Halestorm. Summer shows. How did you go? You guys were pretty busy playing almost everywhere.
I know. It's been fantastic. I feel like I don't know. What year is it? I feel like it's been like almost 2 years of this now, and it's so good to be back out on the road and um man, I we still love doing it, so well, it's a good thing we can.
Did the shows in the summer went well? I know you guys played some of the big festivals here in Europe, and I saw some, some streams that the few that were available, and it's always great to see you guys.
Thank you. They were fantastic. Doing those European festivals is just it's something you dream of doing, and when you have the chance, you look forward to it all year, and it's kind of what we prep for all year, um and we're really nervous for it. It's funny, we don't get nervous much anymore, but we really worked hard on our set, and and because the thought was is well, we're coming back, we're coming to Europe, so in the winter, and we really wanted to um sell ourselves as best as we
Yeah.
could. So and really just bring something that the crowd enjoyed. And um I think it worked. I don't know. We had fun. So
Yeah.
and it looked like the crowd had fun. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess when you guys have fun, I think the crowd has fun as well. I think it's just one of those things. The fans react to what's happening on stage, and if
Yeah.
it's fun, we have fun as well. And
Good. Okay.
I went to Dublin to see you guys with Alter Bridge, and I had been when you guys did an evening with also in Dublin when you play at the Olympia, and because we're going to talk about the first and only show you guys played in Portugal 10 years ago. I, I couldn't wait that long again to see you guys. And because I didn't know if that was going to happen, I was just like, screw this. I'm going to Ireland. I have family there anyway. So I'm just going to see Halestorm. And those two shows, and Evening with was really fun because you guys played that acoustic set first
Yeah.
and full electric. It was really, really fun. And the one with Alter Bridge in December was, fantastic as well. The energy was, I don't know, it's insane how good you guys are live.
Well, thank you. We've been doing it for 20 years. If we're not getting better, we're doing it all wrong. So, but thank you so much. And it's funny. I can't believe it's been that long since we've been to Portugal.
Yeah.
Um, we we were supposed to come back for a festival some years ago. Maybe it was 2015 or 16. So it's still a while ago. I did an interview with someone just talking about how excited I was. And like the following week, that show was canceled. I don't know why. I am it something happened with our routing in which it would have just been it wouldn't have worked out
Yeah.
for us. And I was like devastated. I was like, that guy's gonna think like like I was just,
Yeah.
met like just totally jerked him, like, and I just felt terrible that because truly the my memory of Lisbon is like one of the best. I tell my wife all the time, like, we have to go to Lisbon. Like this place is incredible. And so I'm really looking forward to it this time, and I might convince my wife that she needs to come as well. So
You
we'll
should.
see.
It's a sold out show. So
Awesome. I'll see if I can get her a ticket.
just tell her we have a very nice pastry. I don't know if she's very much into sweets or not, but we have a
Yes.
pastry that, it's a pastel de nata. Everybody loves it. So if she comes here, we'll take her to a place where they do them, and she will want to stay.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think she will.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic place, and yeah, thanks for traveling to see us though. That was fun. And we're looking forward to this. I mean, this whole lineup is great. But just headlining and playing new material. I mean, we've had a few albums since we've been to Portugal, so
Yeah.
it's
And,
been
considering that, obviously there's a lot of records already between, that last show that you played here and this one. Are you guys going to mix the set list a bit depending on the country? Are you guys going to try to lock like a stable set list for the whole tour and maybe just change one or two songs depending on the place?
so we haven't started rehearsing for it yet. So so I'll give you my best guess until we get going because it always changes. But I do think we'll have certain fixtures per night. And then there's in a 90-minute set, there's a lot of room to move things around. So I would say like from night to night, there'll probably be 7, 8 songs that change and rotate. And then there'll be a couple songs that that kind of that are fixtures. And again, that could totally change. But we spent the first half of this year rehearsing and thinking of our set list in a way of how many moments can we make within a given time period, and we want to take the crowd for a ride, and we want to have these special moments and these builds and releases, and so we really spent a lot of time like figuring out how that works within a set list. And what we did in Europe was a taste of it, because obviously we were only playing 50 minutes or something. And so it will be a continuation of that, but it's something we've really enjoyed doing, and it's really rewarding. For a long time, we were a band that did change every night, the set list, and we would do it like day of. What do you want to play tonight? I don't know, and we would run it down, and that would be that, and we'd go out and play it. And some nights it was like, well, that really worked, and some nights it was like, man, there's a lot of dead air, that didn't work. And there's a lot of fun in that, and we enjoy the fact that we're not playing to click track. There's nothing but the four of us up there doing it, and there's that excitement of anything could happen. One song will be a completely different tempo from night to night, based on how we feel and all of it. But having had fixtures within the set and trying to create moments and movement, we thought it would get boring playing the same songs in certain spots, but the reaction was always kind of the same. So it was very rewarding for us, and it didn't get old. I thought it would get old. I thought we would get tired of playing them over and over again. But we also have like improv, like little solo sections where we go off, and that always keeps us on our toes. So, can't get too comfortable. That's not what music's for.
Do you guys look much at at data from, let's say, Spotify or Apple Music to see which songs people listen the most and try to play those tracks to people, or you prefer to go again with the flow, seeing by playing live the reactions you get from people?
It's a little of both, but it is a very helpful tool. And something we haven't done, especially over there, is I would imagine you'd be able to look at data per country,
Yeah.
and that would be a worthwhile thing to use. That I don't think we've done before. So maybe we'll give that a
And the last record, back from the Dead, was released last year. So you know you guys been playing that album and those songs. Are you guys already thinking about new music, or is you always do? Yeah.
Yeah, we've started the next album. In our time off, we were I don't know if I can say I suppose I should like text my band and ask them like, hey, can we talk about like what we just did? I think it'd be fine. I don't see why not. But we just did 3 weeks of writing and recording,
Okay.
and it was fantastic. Um I'm texting them right now because I'm
I'm just going to say this, and might be nothing. Maybe I was just imagining, because I interviewed Christian from the Black Veil Brides, and
uh,
we're talking about the tour that's going to happen and everything, and he mentioned that he heard, I don't know why or what was, but he said like, I listened to Lizzie's isolated vocals.
uh,
They were like, and I was just thinking, but why were you listening to isolated vocals from Lizzie? And what I thought was, are they doing a collaboration, a song with the Black Veil Brides for the tour? Because it's something that bands sometimes like to do. The Black Veil Brides did that with Villevalo when they did the US tour. So I was just like, could it be? I don't know.
that would be fun. And you know what? I guess I'm probably not the band member to ask if that's happening. Because the bass player isn't going to go out and do it. But but I wonder if something like that couldn't happen. I think it'd be awesome if it did. Um, Hearing Lizzie's isolated vocals is pretty wild. Um, uh, you're so annoying. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if anything is lined up with them. I think it would be great to do something with them. I'm really looking forward to touring with them.
Yeah.
We've never toured with them. We've only said hi in passing, and so yeah, it's that is going to be really exciting, a really exciting tour just with someone new. I feel like when you when you've toured as long as we have, you've toured with a lot of bands, and to come across someone who a group that has been around, I'd imagine as long as us or almost as long as us. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's always fun to experience this strange life we have with other people that are doing it, you know. Okay, so the consensus is we're waiting.
Okay, so you
Right
guys,
here.
okay, you guys,
We're waiting. You're not gonna. I can't tell you who we're working with, but I can tell you that we have begun,
okay.
and it's really awesome. And wait till you hear it. You're gonna love it. It's been I don't know when new music or anything will come out. But we just worked on like I don't know how many songs we got worked up, 10 or 12, and we'll probably do that again when we get a chance next year and see where we are. But it's really exciting. It's always so exciting to create new stuff, and and then show it to people and get judged.
Yeah. And get all the online reviews and, reading the comments.
What do they think? What do they think?
And, one of the things you guys, besides, making original music, you guys like to do covers, and, you guys have released some EPs with cover versions from, almost all kinds of artists. Is there any artist in specific for you that you guys haven't covered a song that you would like to?
Oh, for sure. There's so many. I need to like keep a list because I feel like I hear songs, I'm like, damn, that would be a cool one to cover. What was I just listening to? A song called Commotion. Who does Commotion? Who was that? I thought that'd be a great song to cover. It wasn't Faces. Dang it. I can't remember. We hear songs all the time that would just be fantastic. And they are really fun because sometimes we'll try and work it into a set or something. I think that would be actually a really fun exercise for this. When you're headlining, it's just so more relaxed. You can do that, and you can mess up, and you're like, oh, let me try. So okay, all right. They changed their minds again. They said, let's spill it. It's exciting. Who cares? Okay, so we were just working with a producer named Dave Cobb, and he's worked with he's worked with a lot of people, like Greta Van Fleet and Rival Sons and a whole bunch of really cool country artists, and yeah, we went down to his place and all lived together for 3 weeks, and we live together on tour all the time, yeah, but like to be in a creative space is like it was incredible. So yeah, and the music that came out is like undeniably Halestorm, and it'll be really fun to there's going to be a lot of fan favorites, just what we're doing and how he wants to work, how he's capturing us is what we do on stage. For instance, we're not using a click track where there's no time keep. It's like us doing it. And so there's a lot of movement to the music, and
that kind of creates like a very, unique vibe, because, I bring this a lot. Let's go back to the 70s, Deep Purple, for instance.
Yeah.
It's just one of those bands that they needed the live setting to create songs. And when they went to the studio and rehearsal spaces, that's what they did. They just played live, recorded, and then,
yeah,
great records. And
it's so human, and it is a wonderful, because I think naturally when you're even talking just from building tension to releasing it, and how that happens, and sometimes from a verse maybe is building and the tempo feels like it's building, and then the chorus, well, at least on stage, naturally probably bumps up a few BPM or slows down depending, and even our transitions or RJ's fills will push or pull, and it's really fun to live in that. Yeah, it's very, very human. So
yeah.
The approach we're taking is just that. It's very, yeah, Deep Purple was a very good example of that, for sure.
Yeah. I remember watching, bands that were friends of mine playing live back in the day. And, I remember seeing like the guitar player or the bass player turning to the drummer, like, slow down, slow down.
We do it all the time.
And that's, but that's the fun part, because I don't think anyone that's in the crowd if they're there to see the band, they don't give a rat's behind if the drummer is going a bit too fast or anything like that. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone cares about those
Yeah. Yeah.
details, you know.
Yeah. They don't. It will come off stage like, oh my gosh, that was like brutal, that show. And then the crowd hearing them online, they're like, best show I've ever, and we're like, okay. Joe and I have a funny a funny tell. You'll have to look out for it, but uh if he or I make a mistake, usually, RJ, he's busy, Lizzie, she's singing. For instance, if Joe makes a mistake, we look at each other and then we look back at his amp cabinet as if something the mistake happened back there. It wasn't us, we wouldn't. So we're usually looking for wherever the mistake happened. Yeah. You gotta have fun there. So,
And working with a new producer, then it's always exciting for you guys. Sometimes it cannot work, but for what you're saying, you guys had really good time. It's always fun to work with new people and create new ideas when someone has like a different view from the one you normally have.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what you hope for in working for a producer, and it's this person you really have to vibe with that fits into, in this case, our little world.
Yeah.
And that chemistry between a band is so unique to every group. And so for someone to fit in, it is that's a special trait to have. But then so essentially a fifth member of the band that can extract the uniqueness of that band. It's big shoes to fill for a producer, and we've been lucky with it with Nick and Jay, and Howard was great, but starting with someone new and also someone who has had a very different approach from the previous one. It's really exciting, and he really is bringing out the best of us. So yeah, it's really exciting to find someone who is so good at their craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And that brings the best out of you guys as well. It's
yeah, for sure. I mean,
you get me all excited for listening to the new music.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I am. And he just wants to catch what everyone is excited about, like lightning in a bottle. And we've been doing that, and we've caught a lot. So I can't wait to go back. It's really fun. I can't wait to go to Europe. I can't wait to come home and get back to writing new music.
Cool. Right, Josh. Thank you very much for your time. All the best for those, little recordings you guys are doing. Little.
Thank you.
I'll see you again in Lisbon. The last two shows that I said that I saw you guys in Ireland were really, really good. And I did annoy the promoter a lot about you guys. And I was like, you need to bring them. And little did I know he was actually already working on those dates. So
that's great to hear. We're so looking forward to getting back there. It's great fans, great people, great country, and yeah.
I think the show is going to be amazing. The lineup, it's a perfect lineup. The Black Veil Brides is the first time they play in Portugal. So I think the energy on that show, I think, is going to be insane. For what I know from the fans and from seeing you guys perform, good luck to any other country to top what we're going to bring.
I can't wait. That's fantastic to hear.
Yeah, it's going to be, If I'm wrong, that's the end of my career, anyways.
They're
All
gonna
right.
come looking for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there anyway. Josh, thank you very much. All the best, and I'll see you in Lisbon in December. All right.
Thanks, Jorge.
Thank
Enjoy
you
that
very
shirt
much.
today.
Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, dude.
Bye.
Bye.